Welcome to the Rebel to Succeed podcast. It's your boy Ink, Anthony Williams, the founder of rebeltosucceed.com. The purpose of this podcast is to share tips, advice, and strategies to help you improve in all areas of your life. My mission is to make a positive difference in your life to help you live your best life. Now let's get it. What up, good people? It's your boy Ian from Rebel to Succeed, coming at you with another podcast episode. So today in this podcast episode, we're going to be talking about a very inspiring, a very successful young guy by the name of Jaylen D. Bledsoe. Again, that's Jaylen D. Bledsoe. Jaylen Bledsoe. And he was fortunate enough to start a technology company. His dream was to be like a Bill Gates, and he actually achieved it at a very, very young age. And I came across this clip online by him speaking at a leadership conference. And, some of the things that he was, saying at the leadership conference really resonated with me. And I wanted to share with you guys. Check it out.
So because I'm able to walk in faith, I'm able to do anything that I want to do anything that I have on my mind. But the best thing about this thing is understanding where we want to go. That's great. Our destination is amazing. But it's more important, what's most important is the journey to get there. So who's ever driven a car? Okay, who's ever ridden in a car? All the younger ones. When you're driving somewhere, where are you looking at? Ahead. How far ahead can you look? As far as you can see. Who's ever used this thing called a GPS? A GPS. It may be on your phone, you may have an old one that you actually put on your dashboard. So GPS, so sometimes when you're going somewhere, you may text a friend and say, hey, I'm going to be there at 12:35, right? But do you actually know you're going to be there at that time? But when you tell them you're going to be there, you're talking in confidence, right? You're saying, I'm going to be there. You don't say, I think I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there around. I'm going to be there at 12:35. That's what my GPS says. So you've already put your trust into this computer. And you already know that you're going to arrive to your destination. But what's important is what's ahead of you right now. So 50 feet ahead, what do you see? And that's the thing we look at every day, is what's right ahead of us. What's that journey? Because if we were to somehow put some glasses over your face and you could only see your destination and you couldn't see what was right in front of you, you would get in accidents, couldn't make the right turn, and you couldn't even drive straight. If you were stuck in your future, if you were stuck in your destination, that's all you could see. You couldn't drive your current body, your current vehicle, without accident in the right direction. Let me ask this question. Who's ever played video games? Anybody Grand Theft Auto, maybe? Okay. So, let me ask you this. When you start the game, when you first get it, can you jump right towards the end of the game? What has to happen? You got to finish the levels. You have to complete the challenges. You have to complete the journey. But let me ask this question. When you finish the game and you're done with it, you finish all the challenges, you beat all the bonus content, who goes around and just drives around in the game? Who does it all the time? Who finds a new game and goes to play that? Do you know why you do that? Because you get bored once you're done. Because all the content and all the fun, the purpose of the game, is all in that journey. It's all in completing each of those challenges. It's all in beating your competitor. That's why you play a game. You don't play it to just be done and drive around bored without anything to do. You play it to overcome a challenge. So literally, in life, as we go towards our dream, it's all about understanding how important our journey is. The journey is the best part. But there's this really important piece. The journey is difficult. Who's ever failed? Who likes failure? I love it. Every time I fail, I learn something new. I have a degree in failure. I have a big degree in failure because I fail all the time and I'm able to learn and grow from each of my mistakes. I have this motto that I will not allow my setback, my failure, my mistakes to cause me to sit back. No matter what, I'll prepare for my comeback. I won't let my setback, my failures, my mistakes, my miscommunications allow me to stop. I won't allow it to make me sit down. But while the world's laughing at that mistake, while the world's criticizing that mistake, while the world is finding an issue or problem with that mistake that they believe should make me stop, I'm looking at how to get back up and run even faster. For all my young people in the room, everybody, if you fall, how easy is it for you to get back up when you're 18? Easy, right? Now what happens if you're 65 with 2 replaced hips? It's harder, right? Is it harder to get back up? So right now, being young, being able to get back up when you make a mistake easily is the best time for you to get out there to get into a journey towards your destination. Because it's really interesting. I use a GPS all the time. I trust it to get me to where I want to be. I follow the journey. I look at the next step, make a left here, make a right here. But sometimes I make a mistake. I'll make a left when it says go right. Or I'll keep driving when it says go right. But what does the GPS say when you make a mistake? Reroute it. And what it does at that point, it looks at where you currently are, forgetting where you've been, looks at where you want to go, and creates a new route. But then sometimes, if you're like my mom, another mile down the road, you make another mistake with that GPS. You go right when it says go left, again. What does the GPS say? Reroute it. So then it forgets about your past mistakes, it forgets about what you've done before, it forgets about where you've been, and looks at where you want to go again. Looks at where you currently are, and creates a new route. It recalculates. And no matter how many times you mess up on this GPS, it only recalculates. It never says, you know what, I'm giving up on you. It never says go back home. It never says, you know what, I'm done with you. It only finds a route to get you to be where you want to where you need to be. And at the end of all those mistakes, at the end of all those wrong turns, at the end of all the detours, the GPS at some point is guaranteed to be programmed to say, your destination is approaching on your left. It has to say that. Because you as a driver, you have faith in that machine that's telling you where to go. You set your destination, you set your dream, you set your vision, you set your goals, and you follow the journey that it has programmed for you. Now after every mistake, recalculate. I won't let my setback cause me to sit back. I'll prepare for my comeback.
So that was the clip by Jaylen. Um, Very, very powerful. He dropped some major keys in that speech, in that clip, about success and how you should, view success. You know what I mean? Major, major keys that you guys need to take heed, that you guys need to adapt and follow, because it's very true. It's very true what he was saying about the journey. I've studied and I've seen a lot of interviews and watched a lot of very, very successful people. And they always state that, you know, um, success is in the journey. It's all about the journey. And that's what he was saying in the clip about the journey. You know what I mean? It's the journey. That's when you get the most fulfillment, is in the journey. You're on your journey to success. That's what it's all about. You know what I mean? And one of the people that I look up to, Kobe Bryant, he said that as well. He was like, look, man, it's all in the journey. So, I encourage you guys to embrace, all of your failures, embrace, all of the negative things and all of the hard times and the hardships that come with your journey. On whatever your journey is, whatever you're trying to achieve, embrace what comes with it. You know what I mean? Because it's how the universe works. I know a lot of people that you may not want to go through all of the failures, and you may not want to go through all of the hardship and all of the challenges that come along with your journey, but it's there to help you. It's there to build you up into the person that you need to be able to achieve what you're trying to achieve. So, yeah, man, I hope that you guys have been inspired by Jaylen. Again, I know a lot of people may not know much about him because he was he became successful at a very young age, but you could tell he's very wise for his age. You know what I mean? I think at this speech, he might have been 18 or 19 years old. So, that just goes to show you like where he is mentally and how he, how like the work that he puts in. You know what I mean? Like I said, at a very young age, he started a very successful technology company, and the young guy, he knows what he's talking about. So I know that you guys would find some value in this, and the nuggets that he dropped in his speech. Yeah, I encourage you guys to go and I encourage you guys to go and subscribe to the podcast for more content like this. I'm going to be putting out more content every weekday for you guys, motivating you to jumpstart your day, your work day. And I encourage you guys to go and make somebody smile today, be a positive force in somebody's life. Practice being a rebel to succeed. Reach everyone by exercising love. It's your boy Ant from Rebel to Succeed, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. I want to thank you for joining me today and listening to this podcast. If you found this episode helpful or valuable in any way, then I encourage you to leave an honest review and subscribe to the Rebel to Succeed podcast for future episodes. To receive more content and value, make sure to visit the Rebel to Succeed website at www.rebeltosucceed.com. And finally, always remember that to succeed in life, you have to reach everyone by exercising love. So make sure to show somebody some love today. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you next time.